This is Alex Richter from the Iceland Geothermal Conference here in Iceland. We're here with Anthony Hinde, the Global Sales Director for Italian Exergy, an ORC binary solution supplier. Very active. Anthony, we met last time, I think, in Melbourne and spoke there about Exergy and its products. Can you give us a little bit update on the company where you're working right now?
Thank you, Alex. It's nice to see you again. So yes, I think we spoke in Melbourne, which was approximately 1 year ago. And certainly it's been a busy time in that year. So we have continued our sales success. So honestly, the size of the company continues to grow. This year will be again a $100 million company for the year. But what has been key for us has been the entering of service of a number of plants and the performance testing of those plants. So I think since we last spoke, we have had the performance test done on Akça, which is our first 4 megawatt geothermal plant in Turkey, and that one was performing at 10% over capacity. So that has been really an excellent validation of our product. So it's now been in operation for about a year, I'd say, since it went into operation at the beginning of last year. It's been achieving 99% availability, and as I say, it's been achieving over 10% over performance. We have also now put into operation 2 larger plants, so that's 2 12 megawatt plants in Turkey. One is for Green Echo and one is for Kaki. Both of those plants have gone into operation successfully, and both of those plants utilize a Turkish-made turbine manufactured in our facility in Kemalpaşa near Izmir. So therefore both of those plants qualify for the higher feed-in tariff within Turkey based on the Turkish manufacture. In this case, I think they will both get an extra 13 cents per kilowatt, which is approximately 13% extra on the feed-in tariff. So the customers are very happy with that. In addition, we just completed the performance test, the independent performance test with power engineers on the Kaki plant, and I have to check the numbers, but I think actually it's well over a megawatt overperforming on a 12 megawatt plant. So I think either we're doing something wrong in terms of designing our plants too well, or we have some very lucky customers in both cases, because as I say, we really are, all of these projects are performing extremely well compared with guaranteed values and successfully operational in Turkey. So moving forward this year, you can see obviously right now we're in Iceland, and this is part of our thrust to push into worldwide markets for geothermal more actively. So we are actively seeking projects in Asia, the US, different parts of Europe, as well as Africa. And we're very much looking forward to seeing you again at the IGC Turkey on June the 6th to the 8th this year, where I'm sure Exergy will have a presence, and we're just finalising those details. And we look forward to our continued success in the geothermal market.
Well, thank you very much. Very much looking forward to seeing you in Turkey. But maybe one last word to Turkey. How difficult has it been as a supplier to get into this market? And how important is it for developers with that "Made in Turkey" stamp?
Well, I think the numbers for the developers speak for themselves. Obviously, the developers put a great deal of commitment into any project. If you examine the costs of the resource that they purchase, if you examine the costs of drilling, and you examine the costs of the equipment, this is a long-term investment for any company. If you can increase the revenues for your customer by 13% without any negative effects by manufacturing in Turkey, you are clearly improving the payback of that project significantly. And I think all of the customers who have qualified for this incentive, or who are looking to qualify for this incentive in the future, realize that Exergy has a very big head start on this by being the only company with a factory in Turkey in operation, and the only company to have succeeded in gaining the increased feed-in tariff.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much. Very much looking forward to seeing you in Italy, in Turkey, to say, at the IGC Turkey event in Izmir, June 6th to the 8th, 2016, organized in cooperation with EBRD. Very much looking forward to seeing many of you there. For now, this is Alex Richter from the Iceland Geothermal Conference from ThinkGeoEnergy.